Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live from Uganda call. We're just going to take a minute here to start letting people in. Extremely happy you could make it. As you're joining, we'll give a little bit of a Zoom protocol here. We'll have everybody just kind of keep their devices muted during the call, as we'll have a fair amount of people on here. And as a heads up, we'll probably have some points in time where the screen freezes because we have some devices that are struggling for good network as we're in rural areas here in Uganda. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew Devaney. I serve as the founder and CEO, and I am here in Uganda. I'm at our high school in the eastern region in Namayemba, and we're joined by a handful of our leaders in different communities and at different projects. So glad that you're here. Really exciting to see people join. So let me say a word of prayer to welcome you guys, and then I'll introduce this. We'll start introducing some folks, and we're going to get this done in the next half hour here. So I'm going to pray quick. Lord, thanks for this time. Thanks that we could all be together. We ask that you bless our call and you bless our time together, and that this would be exciting to see the ways that you are moving through some fantastic people in Uganda. Thanks that we can be together. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, everyone. So if you're not familiar, if you're new to AsOne, we work in 5 different communities in Uganda. We're going to highlight these different communities, but 3 of these communities are in the eastern Busoga region of Uganda: Namayemba, Edudi, and Matuba, Mayuke. And then we're working as you go north in a district called Cabaramaido, in a community called Cabaramaido, and then in the western region in a village called Ranyabihuka in Ibanda district. And we have a holistic and sustainable model. With a Christ-centered model, our goal is to build a school, a medical clinic, a farm, develop a farm, and then develop 2 small businesses to promote entrepreneurial skills and help young people in Uganda develop new skills. And so today, we are going to highlight 4 different communities. We're going to highlight the community of Ranyabihuka, Edudi, Cabaramaido, and Matuba. In these communities, we've been working on expanding our schools as well as building new medical clinics. And so you'll get to see some of the different projects. At some of the sites, we were not able to get good enough internet connection. So there'll be some that you might not be able to see, but we'll highlight some different projects with different leaders. So you get to see some of the schools construction at some of our campuses that we have here in Uganda, as well as the new medical clinics that we've been able to build and develop over the course of the last 9 months, that are just about 1 month away from officially launching and starting. Just in the last week, we were able to get a container from the United States with over 18,000 pounds of medical supplies on it from Project Cure. And we're also starting to procure different equipment here in Uganda. So you'll start seeing boxes and things like that as people give their tours. And then just last week, we hosted our all-staff gathering in Uganda. So this is 172 different employees represented across these 5 different communities, from folks who work in our bakeries, cooking staff, our administration, teaching staff, medical staff. We all got together in one location to prepare for this year. So it's been a really exciting time here in Uganda. And as we get going, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box. If you want to ask them at the end, we'll have a little bit of time for Q&A. So to get started, we're going to highlight Innocent and then Nassar over in Ranyabihuka, And Innocent's going to start and then Nassar is going to go, but I'll let them introduce themselves and share about their projects.
So thank you very much, Andrew. I'm so excited to be on this call called Cabaramaido Innocent, Programs Officer, Ranyabihuka. I work with AsOne Ministries. Right here where I'm standing at our new clinic here in Grace Medical Center. As you can see, we started it in this year, and very soon we are opening. Right away, I can take you through the inside and see a little bit different things that we hope to do. And right away here is our reception. Is where people will be coming and we receive them and have then the second room here. This is will be our store where we shall be putting all the medical supplies. Then right here is our pharmacy where we will be giving all the drugs to the people that will come here. Opposite here, this is a laboratory room. This is where all the tests, medical tests will be done. And we'll continue here. This is the doctor's room. This is where people will be meeting him and get all the presentations. And going right here, this is the scan room. And this is the most beautiful service that we are going to be first ever in Ranyabihuka. People are going to be very interesting to see how this thing will be done, because they have been getting hardships in getting scanned, going for long distances. So right here is the maternity room where we shall have all the maternity, and here is another room for dental, and then some of the services that we are going to be offering, lab services, scan services, and general medical services, antenatal, and other minor surgery injuries. So we are very grateful for the new clinic that is going to open soon in Ranyabihuka, and we are so excited for those services that are the first ever in Ranyabihuka, remote in the village. Very people here. What makes us unique? We are going to be offering services at a low cost. Also, and in the deep village, people in the community access medical services nearby, other than the way they have been going for long distances, like 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers to access medical services. So we are so excited to have the first clinic here in Ranyabihuka.
Great, thanks Innocent. And right next to Innocent, we have Nassar Matende. Go ahead, Nassar, and introduce yourself, and then show us what you got. Nassar, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Thank you very much, Andrew Divani, and I'm so glad to be part of this meeting. And I'm called Matende Nassar, and I happen to work with AsOne Ministries in Ranyabihuka, and I'm the community director of this community. And I'm here also to talk about what you guys, you're doing great to impact our community here in Ranyabihuka. And as you're seeing me here moving, I'm heading to a section called the tailoring section, which is among those of the business center. And as you see here, we have our machines which we are using right now. And these machines were not here in Ranyabihuka because being in a remote area, but being our mission of serving underdeserved communities, we decided to bring all of these machines here to make sure that our community can be impacted with these skills, because we know that not all people who are in this community and around went to school. So we brought this kind of skilling to make sure people they can have access to skills like having uniforms for community and doing other stuffs like finishing, teaching them how to cut, they can make sweaters, which even has been in this community because people knew that they cannot have such facility in their rural and reserved areas. So as you see me moving here, I'm heading to where also we brought another project. It is called carpentry section. And here we have machines which has not been in this community. It's a little bit far, but I try to rush here and I show you what we brought for these people and what are they benefiting out of them. So it is a carpentry section where we have machines which make all sorts of furniture. Yeah, so I'm now here. As you see here, these are the machines we bought for the community to make sure that they can access all kinds of carpentry. Let's talk of beds, let's talk of seats, let's talk of all kinds of furniture which they need to have here. And as you see all these machines, we are using them to impact the community because these machines actually were a little bit distant from places where you can even not access them. So now the community is so glad and is delighted to see that things which they never expected in their community, they are now here. They could move distant places to see that they can access all these services. But as I talk now, we have orders of the desks of the schools around where they could move places where they could not access them. So the community is so glad and they are saying, thank you AsOne, thank you all guys who are doing this to make sure that the community is doing its best and is having services as never expected. Thank you very much. And thank you for supporting AsOne. Keep on with that heart. May God bless you so much.
Thanks, Nassar. Appreciate it. So that's Ranyabihuka. Now we're going to move over to Edudi. Fiona, feel free to take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew, and thanks everyone for joining this call. This is Musigile Fiona, the Community Director for Edudi. Right here, I am standing at our new project, the clinic for Edudi. I'm sorry, I'm on a main road, that's why you're hearing that too much noise. Right there, I'm entering and this beauty is like a waiting place. In my camera, you're seeing some medical equipment. Right here is our farmers, and as we continue, this will be the room for the cashier stroke. I'll have the doctors, this as the doctor's room. Has received. Glad. As you hold my camera.
Okay, Fiona, we seem to have lost you.
The clinic continues, and right, this well-designed room will be our lab.
All right, Fiona, we seem to have lost you. Tana, if we can move the spotlight to Esborn. Esborn, are you there?
Yes, I am available.
Yeah, let's spotlight Esborn here. Esborn's in Cabaramaido.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much. My name is Edudi, Community Director of Cabaramaido Community, which is located in Cabaramaido District. Right away in this community, I am here standing at the school NCC. This is Cabaramaido Community the AsOne Nursery Primary School. This school is one of the biggest and most beautiful schools we have ever seen in Cabaramaido community. We are so much excited that this school has a total population of 256 learners already from the beginning of it last year. And we still hope to have more learners. Right straight away, we have been enrolling in some kids, and we hope to have 400 pupils straight from last year up to this year. We shall enroll those number of learners. And then checking on the behind part of it, here we have some of the classrooms that you can see. And this classroom that you see is for our primary section. This is for primary 1 up to primary 4. We are so much glad that these classrooms are so large to contain all these kids. These classrooms are fully furnished with the desks, and the desks inside these classrooms are very good for these kids to enjoy learning. Here we see our main hall. This main hall is still under construction, where we shall have exciting, good activities taking place in our main hall, whereby in this community, it is very hard to find a school with such a beautiful hall, such a beautiful building. Here we have another section for our classrooms. This one is for our upper primary, that is say primary 4, primary 7. And right now we are having from baby class up to primary 5 only for this year. I'm so much glad that this community is creating a very great impact, that we are having kids from different communities joining us. Since this school has brought in facilities like computers, we have so many good equipment that aids learning. And as I stand here, this is our nursery section. This nursery section is most exciting department in our school, that we have these kids all around this, and they have their playground. As you can see, we have already some that we are already admitted. They are taking their own time to play. We trust them, we love them so much. Crossing to this side of the residential section, here we see some of the exciting buildings, that this campus is too big to host the boarding section. Our boarding is going to have both boys and girls, and we hope to have 200 in boarding section, that is to say 100 girls and 100 boys. And our buildings are big enough to host these with good facilitation. This is our dining hall. Behind we have the 3 buildings.
AsOne, thank you so much. We were having a hard time hearing you, but thanks for the awesome tour. Okay, last but not least is in the community of Mayuke, where we're just starting operations for this year. We have Jackson. So let's spotlight Jackson, and then we'll have some closing words from Henry and Sylvia. Take it away, Jackson.
Thank you so much. My name is Okesho Jackson. I work as a community director in Mayuke. Here in Mayuke, we have one project of running. We also want to have a school. Allow me to take you through the fully painted clinic as I turn my camera. Yes, there we go. This is outside of the clinic. It's quite big, more than the rest of the the communities, and it was because of the outcry of the community around. They have been facing a lot of challenges. So I'm very happy with AsOne bringing such a facility to the available community. The facility is looking forward to employing at least 15 for a start. They are supposed to report, they have actually been for a training. So on Monday, the medical team will be reaching here. We have many services that we are looking forward to having also here. Among them that are not in most communities here includes, we have the minor surgeries, and we have the postnatal care, we have the radiography, and among others. So as I am standing at the reception where we shall be receiving the patients. And we have some items that were delivered yesterday. They are not yet assembled, as you can see. Yes, so our services will be at the subsidized price because it is extended to the community. So I want to take you through the inside. As you can see, the pathway, and they are petitioned in every room. According to the plan, we have each room allocated. And on my right, we have the nurse's room, as you can see. And we also have a bed not yet assembled. We also have another room here. That's for the midwife. Gum extension here. So it's another room. As I said, most of the rooms will be allocated according to the clinic administrator will find the most convenient places. So as you can see, those are the remains of the containers for the paints. So another unique thing about our new facility is that
Jackson,
yes,
I'll have to keep going here for the sake of time, since we're running out of time. But to jump in real quick, as we're about 1 month away from beginning operations. So right now we're procuring a bunch of furniture. As you can see, the buildings are still a little bit empty, and then schools here in Uganda actually start on February 6th. So February is going to be a really exciting month for us as an organization. And one of the things that we're shooting for this year in Uganda is about 70 to 75% sustainability, where as an organization in Uganda, we hope to generate somewhere between $500,000 and $600,000 US locally in the communities that we work in to help sustain our operations while we use outside resources to develop the infrastructure and to put in the capital necessary to provide these quality services. So to end, we've asked Henry and Sylvia to share some words just about what they're excited about for 2023. This is our Executive Director and Director of Operations. And then we will close things. If there's any questions in the chat, we'll try to get to them at the very, very end. But go ahead, Henry and Sylvia.
Thank you. My name is Sylvia, and I serve with AsOne Ministries as the Director of Operations. I am very excited for AsOne for how far we have come from 3 employees to 7 employees to 77, now to 172 in only 5 to 6 years. So it's very exciting to see that 2020 we had 1 school, 2022 we have 4 schools. And last year we had about 100 to 250 students in each school. Right now we are estimating to have 400 students, and it's real, it's happening. Parents are coming for registration of their students, of their children. So it's very, very exciting. Excited to see how we have really expanded so dramatically that we have 5 clinics going to operate this year, where we have about 15 employees in each clinic, and where we are going to serve 70 to 90 patients on a weekly basis each week. We have realized that in our first Mayemba clinic, and we are going to see that happen in other new clinics. It's very, very exciting. We are so much grateful for your generosity, for your love, for being behind all what is happening. As I was saying Ugandans empowering Ugandans. All that you have seen in all the communities is people in Uganda, Ugandans doing that. They are very honest, they are integrity, they have integrity, they are committed towards the development of this organization. So thank you so much for your generosity. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. As she has told us all, I'm Henry, the Executive Director, AsOne Ministries, Uganda. All the presentations that you have seen is an impact, and it's driven from our move of creating sustainable solutions in these rural underserved communities. All the facilities that have been set up, the schools that have been set up, our approach has taken us to those areas that are underserved, and we are glad and happy to announce that most of the areas that we reach, be it a school or a medical facility or a small-scale business, they turn up to be like the premier or the exemplary businesses or entities that are helping people. So thank you so much, whoever is involved with AsOne and whoever is about to get involved with AsOne for extending these services, which people here think they are services that only be in the city. AsOne to rural underserved communities, and at least has also helped get Ugandans empowered and the locals empowered and ready to change their communities. Thank you so much, and we can't wait for the continued working together.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining this call today too. We really want to respect and honor everybody's time, but like somebody said in the chat, to God be the glory, definitely. And we're grateful for the ways that he's worked through many of you believing in this vision for empowering Ugandans to transform their country and serve the world's poorest communities. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing taking place, and we're thrilled for 2023. So thanks for joining us at the start of the year to celebrate everything that's going on. So appreciate you guys all being on here, and we're recording this. So if you want to share it with anybody, we'll be sending out in an email later on. But super glad you guys could be here. I don't know if I saw any questions, so we'll end the call, but thanks for joining us, and blessings on your day. We're heading to bed here soon as evening's approaching us. So have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye everyone.